Okay, so here's a question for you. What ancient medicinal plant used for literally centuries for burns and healing is also the secret ingredient, quietly propping up almost every modern skincare routine? We are talking about aloe vera. Today, we are doing a deep dive into the surprisingly powerful world of this very humble succulent, because it is so much more than just a quick fix for a bad sunburn. The sources we analyze show it's a powerhouse of hydration, healing, and anti-aging compounds that can tackle pretty much every skin type and concern out there. Our sources today give us a really comprehensive look at what aloe is, how its unique chemistry works, and how you can actually leverage its benefits for dramatically healthier skin. So our mission is to give you the scientific and practical cheat sheet on this ubiquitous ingredient. Okay, let's unpack this.
Well, to really set the stage, aloe vera is, botanically speaking, a succulent plant. It belongs to the Liliaceae family.
Oh, wait a second, Liliaceae.
Yep, and here's a fascinating detail right away. That's the exact same plant family that gives us things like garlic and onions.
No way.
Yeah.
That's a great reminder that these things are so deeply rooted in history and, in our kitchens. So where does the magic actually come from?
It comes from the gel, that clear, sort of viscous gel-like substance you find in the inner part of its mature leaves. When you slice one of those open, you're tapping into a pretty remarkable composition. We're talking about extremely high water content, sure, but also a complex mix of beneficial compounds, things like essential enzymes, amino acids, and really vital antioxidants, especially vitamin C and E. And I think the key insight the sources highlight here is its practical benefit. The gel absorbs just remarkably quickly into the skin.
Right, it doesn't just sit on top.
Exactly. This rapid penetration means you get deep hydration without that heavy, greasy residue you get from so many moisturizers. And that is precisely why it's suitable for all skin types, even oily and really sensitive skin.
That rapid absorption is everything.
Yeah.
So let's dig into the chemistry. We know it hydrates, but the genius of aloe is that it seems to solve two opposite problems at the same time. How does it do that?
It's a really beautiful dual action system. First, it acts as a humectant. It contains these incredible sugars called polysaccharides,
Right.
and they are just masters at drawing water vapor from the surrounding air and pulling that moisture directly into the skin. This keeps your skin plump and hydrated all day.
So it's actively pulling moisture in. But, if you just stop there, wouldn't that moisture just evaporate off the surface like splashing water on your face? What's the second part?
That's the protective role, and those same polysaccharides are the key here too. Once you apply the gel, it forms this very thin, permeable but crucial barrier right on the skin's surface.
Barrier, okay.
It's breathable, but it's highly effective at preventing what we call transepidermal water loss, or TEWL, which is what causes that feeling of dryness and flakiness. So you get the deep hydration pulled in, and then it's sealed right in.
That's the structural piece, but aloe is also famous for healing. The sources really emphasize its anti-inflammatory properties, but what's actually happening under the surface when we put it on, say, a really bad sunburn.
This is where we have to look beyond just the vitamins and focus on two specific compounds. The polysaccharides we just talked about and something called gibberellins.
Gibberellins, that sounds very scientific.
It is, but it's not that complicated. The polysaccharides provide that immediate anti-inflammatory action. They calm irritated tissue, they reduce redness and swelling. That's what gives you the instant relief.
Okay, so what about the gibberellins? Why are they so important for the healing part?
That's a great question, because this is where the deeper magic lies. Gibberellins are, well, they're essentially plant growth hormones. When we apply them to our skin, they act like powerful signaling molecules.
Signaling what?
Signaling your cells to start multiplying. They promote cellular proliferation, which means they stimulate the rapid production of new cells. Think of it like a rapid repair crew for your skin. It accelerates healing and, critically, helps fade scars by encouraging cell turnover.
That makes perfect sense. So you have the hydration shield and this accelerated repair crew. If we tie this back to preventing long-term damage, what role are the antioxidants playing in all this?
So the rich supply of vitamin C and E, they're actively protecting the skin from environmental damage, UV rays, pollution, you name it. They work to neutralize free radicals, those unstable molecules that cause oxidative stress.
And oxidative stress is basically what makes us look older faster.
Exactly. It's the primary driver of premature aging and collagen breakdown. By neutralizing those free radicals, aloe just helps keep the skin more resilient.
What's so unique about aloe is its versatility. So let's look at how its benefits actually change depending on your specific skin type, because it really does seem to help with completely opposite conditions. So for our listeners dealing with chronic dry skin, Aloe is, I mean, it's a game changer. It provides that deep, lasting hydration, soothing all those rough, cracked areas.
And on the flip side, for people with oily skin, the benefits are all in that water-based composition. It's lightweight, it's non-comedogenic, so it gives you hydration without clogging pores.
Which is key.
It is. The key is balance. By giving oily skin the lightweight moisture it needs, you can actually stop the skin from overcompensating and producing even more oil.
That balance is crucial. Let's focus on acne for a second. So many acne treatments are incredibly harsh and drying, but aloe is, well, it's the opposite. How does it tackle a blemish without causing more irritation?
It attacks acne on a few fronts. First, you have the anti-inflammatory and antibacterial properties, which immediately reduce the swelling and redness of a breakout.
Okay.
Second, those gibberellins and polysaccharides we mentioned, they encourage cell turnover. And that is vital not just for healing the acne itself, but for reducing the visibility of the scars that come after. It helps the skin recover faster and cleaner.
And for sensitive skin, people with things like eczema or rosacea?
For them, it's the ultimate calming agent. The anti-inflammatory effects just soothe that redness, that itching, that burning. And because pure aloe doesn't have harsh synthetic additives, it offers relief without the side effects you can get from some medicated creams.
Okay, and finally, anti-aging. We touched on the antioxidants, but how does aloe specifically impact the structural integrity of aging skin?
It helps maintain firmness directly by stimulating collagen production. Collagen is the scaffolding of our skin, right? And the healthier its production, the fewer fine lines you see. Aloe penetrates deeply to deliver those nutrients right to the dermal layer where collagen is actually made.
So if you want to maximize all these benefits, you really have to know where to strategically place aloe in your daily routine. Our sources lay out 6 key steps where it can make a huge difference.
Yes, starting with the very first step, the cleanser. An aloe-infused cleanser, it acts as a humectant that cleans your skin without stripping away essential moisture. It's perfect for maintaining your skin's barrier.
I want to pause on 2 steps that can sometimes be a bit harsh. The toner and the serum. What's the difference with an aloe toner versus, say, a traditional astringent?
Well, a traditional astringent often has alcohol and can be super drying. An aloe toner, on the other hand, helps rebalance the skin's pH after cleansing. It gives an instant dose of hydration, and it acts as a primary calming agent. Any tightness you feel from cleansing is just immediately neutralized.
And in a serum.
In a highly targeted serum, aloe just enhances moisture retention and delivers that intense hydration to deeper layers. Serums are designed to penetrate, and aloe acts almost like a carrier, helping other active ingredients get where they need to go while minimizing irritation.
That combo of delivery and soothing is so powerful. Okay, let's quickly run through the other applications, starting with the moisturizer.
As a moisturizer, it just amplifies everything we've talked about, acting as that final protective barrier to lock water in and soothe any inflamed skin.
And sunscreen.
Even in sunscreen, or especially after sun exposure, it provides that cooling, anti-inflammatory effect, replenishing moisture lost from UV, and just aiding recovery.
And finally, a face mask.
Yep, a weekly face mask with aloe is like intensive care. It's a recovery blanket for your face, delivering deep hydration and accelerating cell regeneration for stressed skin.
So to see this in action, the sources gave some really concrete examples of how aloe is combined with other, more active ingredients, which is key because it shows aloe isn't just a standalone soother.
Precisely. One of the most interesting applications is in strong exfoliation treatments, like a glycolic acid chemical peel or a BHA, AHA exfoliating serum.
Right, things that can normally be pretty intense on the skin. You'd think the aloe would just neutralize the acid or something.
That's what you'd think, but it doesn't. The synergy is all about managing the inflammation and recovery. The potent acids do their job aggressively, but the organic aloe vera immediately steps in to provide deep hydration and reduce that inflammatory response.
So you get the powerful exfoliation, but with way less redness and downtime.
Exactly. And we see this in targeted moisturizers too. A tea tree cream for oily skin uses tea tree and salicylic acid to control oil, but the aloe is there to prevent excessive dryness. Or a moisturizer for dry skin will combine aloe with manuka honey and shea butter, using the aloe to drive that nourishment deeper.
That idea of minimizing irritation while maximizing the actives really seems to define its modern role. So before we move on, let's just quickly summarize the essential application tips and the critical safety checks. So best practice is to use pure aloe vera gel whenever you can, or at least products where it's a top ingredient, and definitely avoid added alcohol or fragrances. Always apply it to clean skin. And remember that layering rule. Light aloe products go on before your heavier moisturizer or sunscreen.
And this brings up a really important point about safety. Is aloe vera always safe, despite its gentle reputation?
Right.
Well, it is incredibly gentle, but remember, it's in that Liliaceae family, so we have to emphasize that anyone with known allergies to related plants like garlic or onions or even tulips needs to be cautious.
So a patch test is a must.
A patch test is absolutely mandatory. Apply a small amount on your inner arm or behind your ear and just wait 24 hours. See what happens.
And what are the signs that something's wrong?
It's rare, but prolonged use can sometimes lead to contact dermatitis. You should definitely call a healthcare provider if you experience persistent irritation, worsening of a condition like eczema, or any clear allergic reactions, swelling, hives, that kind of thing.
Okay, so if we connect all this to the bigger picture, the use for aloe goes way beyond just the skin. The sources detail extensive benefits when you actually consume it, like in aloe vera juice.
Oh, absolutely. Internally, the same compounds that soothe your skin also soothe your gut. It's highly effective for improving digestion, reducing inflammation in the digestive tract, and giving relief for things like IBS and acid reflux.
So the anti-inflammatory polysaccharides are working systemically. But the sources went even further, talking about detoxification and cardiovascular health. How does that work?
For detox, the evidence suggests aloe supports liver function. The rich vitamin and antioxidant content sort of acts like scaffolding, helping the liver do its job more efficiently, and that naturally boosts the whole immune system.
And for the heart?
For cardiovascular health, the sources point to compounds called phytosterols. These plant compounds seem to interfere with how we absorb cholesterol in the gut, which can lead to better overall cholesterol levels and potentially help lower blood pressure. It's a true whole-body ingredient.
Yeah, it's just fascinating. So beyond digestion and heart health, were there any other common uses the sources covered?
Definitely. The gel is, of course, traditionally used for healing minor wounds and burns. In hair care, it's great for combating dandruff and moisturizing a dry scalp. And in oral health, its antibacterial action is used to fight gum disease and plaque.
And I imagine for people who don't want to drink the juice, supplements are an option.
Yes, the research confirms that aloe vera supplements in capsule form provide a consistent supply of those same benefits, helping to improve skin elasticity and promote collagen synthesis from the inside out. It's a great complement to a topical routine.
So we've really seen aloe vera transition from, a simple sunburn remedy to what it really is. An ancient medicinal succulent and a modern skincare essential. It offers this unparalleled hydration and healing for virtually every skin concern. You've learned about its power for soothing and anti-aging topically, leveraging those unique polysaccharides and gibberellins. And we've seen how consuming it can benefit everything from your digestion and immunity right through to your cardiovascular health. So next time you apply an aloe-based product, a cleanser, or a serum, just consider that you're not just moisturizing your skin. You are leveraging the exact same properties, the anti-inflammatory agents and water-retaining compounds that support your gut health and your entire body's resilience. How often do we really find a single, simple ingredient that offers such profound support for the body, both inside and out? That is a truly fascinating concept to take forward.